Hi guys, welcome to Irish Footy Vlogs, and this is your match review of Arsenal's 3-0 win over Dundalk at the Emirates Stadium in London. Let's get straight into this one. First of all, get into the starting lineups, and Arsenal started with a 4-3-3. Runnarson was in goal. He made his first appearance for the club. Cedric was right back. Maitland-Niles left back. Kolasinac played left back with Mustafi. They went for a midfield three of Willock, El Neni and Xhaka. Out wide, they went for Pepe and Nielsen. Pepe played on the right-hand side mainly before switching actually to the left for a period in the second half, and then Keshe played up front. Strong enough Arsenal side, to be fair. They obviously left out some big hitters, like, Aubameyang, Lacazette, Louise and such as the like. The Dog, for their part, went for a 3-5-1-1 kind of a formation. They went for three at the back. Boyle, Gartland and Cleary started. Dummigan played left wing back. Mountney played right wing back. In the centre midfield, Shields was the anchor man. Murray and McElhenney played in the centre. Duffy was kind of the floater. He was the one. He played behind Houben, but he was appearing on the left. He was appearing on the right, dropping into midfield and doing a lot of defensive duties as well. At times, as you can imagine, this game, the Dundalk were obviously very deep, and the two full wing backs played as full backs, more or less. Dundalk, I think, started this game fairly all right, I think, to be fair. Before we get into Arsenal's first goal, they had the first shot of the game after 3 minutes. Duffy was on the break, got away. It came to McElhenney, who was about 30 yards out centrally, and struck a shot, which was saved for Runnarson. A good start for Runnarson, actually. It was a good, if you're a goalkeeper, you want a shot like that from distance that you can just get to. As the half went on, I thought Arsenal looked more dangerous on the right-hand side with Cedric and particularly Pepe. I think Pepe, for the time he was on the pitch, I think he was on for about 60 minutes before Willian came on for him. Pepe looked like the man, with more class than anybody else in this pitch, including, the Arsenal players. The goal Dundalk conceded was a bit of a disaster, to be fair, because, 0-0, 41 minutes on the clock. Arsenal didn't have too many opportunities. Dundalk looked fairly comfortable. They were compact. Arsenal had 60% of the ball by this stage. Dundalk had 40. But, Nketiah did have a chance a few minutes before where he probably should have scored for Arsenal, to be fair, when it broke to him. He wasn't expecting it, and it was a snapshot that went wide. But Gary Rogers, I know Gary Rogers will be very disappointed with the goal Dundalk gave away. He came out with a Superman-style punch, completely missed the ball. And Nketiah was on hand to give Arsenal the 1-0 lead. It was a gift, wasn't it, to be fair, to Arsenal. And that was a killer for Dundalk, because for 40 minutes, they were pretty all right. To be fair. Arsenal, a few bits and pieces, a few half chances on that. Up the tempo for a couple of minutes here and there, but they were all right. That goal went in, and Dundalk seemed to lack belief almost immediately, and Willock, obviously in 43, made it 2-0 for Arsenal. Dundalk got caught out for numbers. There was an overload, and Willock on the left passed it into the net, essentially. So 2-0 Arsenal, went in at half-time, 2-0 up, and you're thinking to yourself, Dundalk will be very disappointed with that, to be honest with you, because, up to 40 minutes, they were comfortable enough as you can be against an Arsenal team at the Emirates Stadium. And to go in 2-0 then at half-time, they probably couldn't really get over that, to be honest, which it came out in the second half. And, in fairness, this was a quality goal. Pepe strike, curler with his right foot, his weaker foot, into the top corner. And I mean the top corner. This was literally the top corner. Fantastic strike from Pepe. This was about 30 seconds into the second half. And from Dundalk's point of view, you're thinking, because, we've gone from 0-0 essentially in the space of 5 minutes to 3-0. And, you're thinking to yourself, what score is this going to be? Because, Dundalk had already lost belief for me. The body language looked a bit down on that as well. And you feared it was going to be damage limitation at this stage. As the half progressed, though, Arsenal had most of the ball, but weren't really creating an awful lot, thank God, from Dundalk's point of view. But Dundalk had a bit of a threat, actually, on the counter-attack in the first 40 minutes or so. There was a bit of a threat there. There had a couple of half chances on the counter-attack. That dwindled completely in the second half, I have to say, absolutely. they made some substitutions. Dundalk, Sloggett actually came on at half time for Murray to try and give them a bit more of a presence in midfield. Um, Sean Gannon came on as well. So, Dundalk, they just, they were hanging in there essentially. Arsenal were more or less in second gear, thank God, to be honest. As I said, Pepe was the best player in the pitch. And when he went off after 60 minutes, so you're thinking, oh, great, Pepe's gone off. On comes Willian, you know. And this is the problem Dundalk had to, come up against. Ceballos also came on, a very good player as well for Mustafi. They changed their system a little bit, as did Dundalk, to be honest. Dundalk were all about getting fresh legs on, I suppose, as well. McElhenney did go off injured, by the way. And that's been the story of his last couple of years, to be honest with you. But, it kind of petered out then, the second half, I have to say. It did peter out. And, Arsenal didn't have too many chances. A couple of half chances for Tierney. There was a chance for Nielsen as well, who, went in a decent mazy run, had a good right foot strike that just went curled to the left of Gary Rogers' post. So it petered out at the end. It finished Arsenal 3, Dundalk 0. Dundalk will be disappointed with the goal they give away. If the first goal that Arsenal scored was Pepe's goal, you would have been applauding and saying, okay, that's fair enough. But the nature of the first goal they gave away, will disappoint them. And obviously then 3-0 down by 30 seconds in the second half was a killer. But, I suppose, they've done well, I suppose, not to concede after that, I guess. Arsenal, for their part, they have a massive match against Manchester United the weekend. They'll be delighted that they essentially won the game, had the game won early in the second half, and they could stroll through the rest of the half, if I'm honest with you. A lot of their big hitters didn't play. They'll be available for Man United, so it was perfect for Arsenal. Dundalk now, they go back, obviously, to Ireland to play St. Patrick's Athletic on Sunday. And, there's no guarantees that Dundalk are even going to qualify for Europe through the league placing now. So that's a very important game for Dundalk. They have to go there. They have to try and get a result in Inchicore against St. Patrick's Athletic. Can they do it though? Because they looked a very tired team, I have to say, in the second half. They've had a lot of games recently, and I suppose when you're chasing Arsenal for, pretty much 90 minutes, it's going to take its toll as well. I suppose in the end they weren't disgraced, but they will be disappointed with the nature that they went behind and the timing of it, I guess. And that's about it, guys. So like the video, subscribe if you're new, hit your bell notification button so you don't miss a video. Plenty of uploads. I've lost count of them this week, to be honest with you. So, leave your opinions in the comments and take it easy, guys. And I'll see you again. Good luck now. Bye-bye.